Hello everyone, Darren here, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2, Divide et Impera as Rome. We're picking up right where we left off at the end of the previous episode, having just defended Alalia from a Carthaginian army that was attempting to cross over from Sardinia. Managed to catch them. Well, actually, no, they did cross, I guess, and then we pushed them back and then defeated them just around here with Decimus Junius Brutus. Bit of a close encounter for him, you know, he almost died. And he's fully replenishing his army now. In between episodes, not much has gone on. I just decided to go around to each of my generals/governors and just rearrange some of the household items. So the main thing would be for a guy like this. He's now replenishing his army, so I gave him some extra replenishment buffs, some public order, so he's trying to tame the public order in this region. Did similar things for the navy. And then down in Sicily, we have Lucius Julius Libo, our faction leader, the only general actually in the field that is from our political party. Managed to give him one that, I just changed one of them out to give him extra tax rate in the region, because he has just been sitting here for a while. So extra wealth from all commerce, extra tax rate, and a little bit of authority while he's down here as well. Not that he needs it. Over in Rome, I noticed that we have our governor here, Cornelius Scipio, and when I was inspecting him a little bit more thoroughly, I noticed he's only a lowly tribune. You know, we should give him a promotion. Get him married as well. He's not married. So let's do that. So we can seek a spouse, you know, help him find a wife for 485. Do that. And we'll see what he gets. 2 loyalty, 2 chance of having children, 1% research rate. You know, a little bit of free research there, and 1 extra cunning. We'll give him a promotion as well. So as he goes up to Caster, he's going to get an improvement to tax rate. As he goes to Adile, further tax all the way down the line, actually, all the way, and he gets a bunch of different things. Political loyalty, recruitment cost is reduced, public order, it's all great, and even lowered empire maintenance. So he's only 32. He's a great candidate to just sit here in Rome, being a bit of a politician, and if it ever comes to it, he can raise an army and go out and do something with it. But really, he's been focused for governorship, really. So we'll secure a promotion here. I actually didn't look at how much it costs, but about 8 or 900 or something. And he can actually go again, so we should do that again. Yes, so 6% tax rate. Nice. Can we go again? No. Political ranks are based on age and higher ranks on battles won. Yeah, I wonder what else you need to get to Praetor. In the base game, it tells you, you know, the age or the rank that you need to be, but he might just be a bit young, or maybe you have to give it some time. I'm not really too sure. Maybe I'll see if I can look that up, actually. It must be listed somewhere. DEI typically does list almost everything if you click this button on their website to do with the game, so it might be in there somewhere. If not, maybe I'll just message Dresden. But I think that's pretty much it. That was just one thing I noticed. Now we're making 7,015. I wonder if I just hop out and hop back in. Oh, actually, as soon as I clicked them, the money went up. Yes, 7144. So a very slight increase, but an increase nonetheless. We're saving our money. We have nearly 8,000 for various building schemes that we're waiting on once we research something in the construction category. I was also looking out here. I didn't really mention it, but of course we did get a new client state in the previous episode. We got Corinth after a long war. A cold war, really, right? We never fought. They capitulated. Something must have gone wrong. Now, I had actually hypothesized in my head. I didn't verbalize it. I thought their army must have died, gotten killed by something, and that's why they felt weak and were willing to be a client state. But no, their army's there. Now, Athens are just like walking through their territory. From what I understand, they're not at war or anything, so everything seems all good. So yeah, just another little client state. Now, I'd like to get trade with them, but it doesn't seem like they're landlocked, so we can't get trade, which is a shame, unless we share a border. And then Epirus, we could trade, but I don't think they want to do it.
In a spirit of Olympian hospitality,
and I'm not entirely sure why.
And will listen with care.
Because they're actually favorable relations with us now. They're 47, friendly. Because we've technically been fighting a war against Carthage together, and that's just kind of built us up over time. Meanwhile, our past wars and conflicts are fading from memory. So they've become quite favorable with us, which is good. It's good to have a couple of little allies with us there in Greece. Something else I noticed about Greece is in the provincial menu, when you can check other provinces, you can actually see how much everything makes. So I filtered by what's the most profitable, and it's Hellas. So we have Athens, Heraptna, and Sparta. So Crete, I believe that is. I don't know how to say that. Alright, anyway, Athens, named for its patron god Athena. The city of Athens, or Athenae, was already a leading center of trade by 900 BCE. though the city is far older. The city is known for its traditions of democracy that have their roots in the reforms of Clisthenes in 508 BCE. Sorry, it's hard to read because my microphone just happens to kind of block out this little bit here, very slightly in front of me. So anyway, the microphone arm that I have. Anyway, after the Persian Wars in the following decades, Athens entered a golden age of cultural and political achievements that would last until its defeat in the Peloponnesian War. The city finally lost its independence in 338 BCE after their defeat by Philip II of Macedon. Did we not read this already? I feel like we did, but I feel like it only pops up once, ever. So, I don't know, maybe we didn't, but I thought we read something about the Peloponnesian War. Maybe it was to do with Syracuse. Alright, anyways, because they were involved too, if I recall correctly. Not much else going on, let's just end the turn, see what happens. So, long story short, we're saving our money to build a bunch of things across Rome. We're replenishing our armies to get ready for an attack on Caralis, but it's going to be a couple turns. We're keeping an eye on Massalia just to see if they lose in Italy. We're keeping an eye on Greece because we now have 2 client states over there. And then I'm also just noticing there's a little bit of wars going on in Iberia, things like that, but haven't noticed anything from Carthage specifically. So that's the situation. Faction joins your enemies, the Ilir Cavones. These are over in Iberia. They must have joined Carthage to go to war with us. Fair enough. The Polybian military reforms, finally. Right, the wars of the past decades and our continual bouts with Italian forces have somehow proven fruitful, as the influence of Roma grows beyond its humble Italian origins. Our consuls have perfected manipular tactics. The old hoplite phalanx replaced by 3 lines of maniples sorted by age and experience instead of class and wealth. The young hastati, backed up by the older, more heavily armed principes, followed by the veteran triarii in reserve. Our military has also adopted some of the armaments and armor of our enemies, their utility proven by the mercenaries of Poeni, and the warriors of the Celtae. Our soldiers are now carrying pila, javelins, and hastati and principes both have replaced their hastae, their spears, with deadly short swords that we call the gladius. The older triarii, reluctant to change, just like me and how I pronounce it, still fight as a hoplite phalanx. The Ascensi, Comitatensi, is it a Comitatensi? And levies are no longer used, while velites become the chosen skirmisher unit. Now, reforms usually open up new equipment and new ways of combat, not necessarily stronger overall, but usually more efficient for the time and for the challenges presented ahead. Some reforms can require a period of adaptation to the new tactics. Study well the differences in your troops, because this can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Right, so what this basically means is now we have a little build icon on the units, and they can be upgraded and reformed into a different unit. And as it mentioned, they're not always a direct upgrade, but you have to kind of get them to see. So just as a little temporary measure, let's just do it to this one here. These levies have now reformed into velites. One of the most interesting things with this whole system is, do we have any hastati? Maybe down in Sicily, right? Before we check those units.
Commander.
Yeah. The hastati, the early version, will become hastati late, replacing their spear with a gladius, as it mentions. But, you know, that is a big change. You might want defensive units like this. They might lose some melee defense in exchange for melee attack. Their formations might be a bit tighter or a bit looser, depending on the situation. They might have a higher upkeep cost. So there's a lot to consider. You don't want to blanket upgrade everyone immediately, just in case you're not quite ready for it. So in the case of the velites, they are almost double the upkeep. If you have a look at the differences there, it's 70 for the levies, 122 for the velites. The other thing I was going to mention with the hastati and stuff. Right now, these guys are coming from... they're coming from the plebs anyway. Another interesting thing that this game adds is when these guys upgrade, the class of population that they draw from may change, which makes things quite interesting. I think at some point Roman troops... I can't remember exactly what it is, but they come from a class that happens to be a lot more numerous, so it's like, oh, sweet, now we can get way more troops from the population that might be the third class rather than the second. But anyway, let's have a look at some of the changes just to this one unit. So if we look at missile damage, it's up by 1, range is up by 5, shots per minute is basically the same, 6, ammunition is 8, melee attack is 10, and defense 12. So that's up from 4 and 7. So that's great. You know, really, really good improvement there. Charge bonus, 16. Weapon damage, 21. Melee AP damage, 4. So they have a little bit of armor piercing. Armor is 9 over 2. and base morale is 45/35. So almost a universal improvement across the board. Nothing got worse from what I can see, except for obviously the upkeep cost. And it seems like these are more formidable fighters. The javelin armed skirmishers are fast moving and lightly armored, and screen the advance of the Legion. So we'll just upgrade these guys for now. Now, this guy probably doesn't really need the upgrade, but we'll do it anyway. How much is it? 652. It's fairly expensive, actually. Equites consularis. And right now they're the Custodes Corporis Legati. Upgraded. 309 upkeep. So I think the upkeep's actually less than what it was before. His upkeep seems to be lower because he probably has military logistician. But yeah, I don't know. But it definitely seems better than it was. Alright, but it was expensive to do. But I'm going to save my money. We're not looking to do the reforms just yet while we're on military campaign. But we can upgrade them when the time is right before battle if we know we're going to be kind of paying a bit more for these units, a lot of them. Be interesting, what do they become? Petites, Extraordinary late. We have our Principes late, and then Triarii late, yeah. Sometimes what you can find is that some of the units actually turn into the same thing. You'll have like 2 or 3 different units, but they all become legionaries, for instance, you know, something like that. Anyways, right, so replenishment has occurred. Not much else really changing here. We could upgrade the cavalry, I suppose. Should we do that? 398 for both of these units, and the general and the levies. Let's do that then. Alright, so they've all improved. Equites late. I guess I could have compared, but it's fine. I'm sure they're just better overall, generally speaking. Principes Samniti, I'll leave them. I don't want to change our troops just yet. We'll leave them. The ships, they're okay. The public order, pretty nasty here. I was tempted to bring these over to Rome. Just get a real good bout of the population over here. I haven't seen anything land here, so I think we are safe to do it. Now that that army is gone. So, let's give it a shot. We'll come back for fall/winter. So hop into the town, hop into the boats. Ooh, what we could have is a rebellion, actually, thinking about it. But let's just sail out. Yeah, it's -8. Now, we've got a bit of a garrison there, so the rebellion would have to build up a little bit. But we can also spend our political money to get this new wife to go out. Actually, do we have yeah, she's almost the new level, actually. So we'll send her to Corsica again. That should buy us some time. Is that positive? Yeah, it's positive public order now, so that's good. We're still not taxing this place, and a new temple's been built. But, in the meantime, we're bringing the governors over, but damn, they cannot really move at all. Jeez. Let's get him out to sea as well. Get him moving. Alright, so those 2 guys are on their way. Emperors have landed in Sicily. Carthage are in Carthage. A couple of their armies. Good. Alright, yeah, it looks like we're safe to go over, heal 1 or 2 turns, and then come down. We could even land here, you know, and just start running down or something a bit quicker. Whatever the quickest way to get there is anyway. We should have good range on the actual fleet rather than the transports that we did before. Oh yeah, and I didn't even look at it, but here's, now if we're recruiting, we just get like the new troops, so I actually can basically see here what we're going to be able to get and upgrade into. So that actually does help. I didn't really think of just looking at it like that. Alright, yeah, not much else to do. We'll just go through our events and try to be quick about it. Iconian, new faction arise. Magna Graecia are encouraged. Construction complete for the village in Eulalia, which is good. On seasonal conditions, an early autumn, that's a good thing. Or is it? I don't know. I actually kind of am curious about that, because you kind of would probably want summer to last. That's a negative. Better wealth from agriculture, but worse for the people. Fair enough. Household expands. Character trait report. So Genius Brutus has become narcissistic. And Decimus Gabinus Seneca has become a drill master. Just kind of curious about what narcissism gives you. Oh, right. It's Marcus Junius Brutus. He's not really doing anything. So he's just become narcissistic. I thought it was the general, so it's not really our concern. It's fine. Outraged populace. That's fine. We're going to try to improve that soon. Yeah, alright. We'll just leave it at that then. Pretty uneventful turn. Alright, we'll just try to go a bit quicker now. Alright, return from our mission, Vibia Pula. So that's just the improved public order up here, which is already at -5. Increase in rank for one of our veterans. Conflict of the Orders. Oh yeah, we had this event a couple of turns ago, so probably the last episode, right? The throng of plebs cheers as the patricians take the Scythians away from the city. All right. That's funny. Your informants warn you that after returning, the insulted slave owner has begun plotting his vengeance in secret. Ooh, conniving patricians. +6 empire maintenance? Wow, that's quite a lot. -4% tax rate. And -16 loyalty for all political parties? Whoa. Holy crap. That is rough. Alright, happy plebs though. Extra money from industry, agriculture, and public order. Yikes. How are we looking for politics then? There's 0 risk, but they've fallen into the negative. Just in case something did happen here with our boy, we could secure their loyalty 10 for 5 turns. It costs 1,100. And once you do that once, you can't do it again for another 5 turns. So it's like you can only ever get +10 quickly this way. So otherwise, it's your little buffer just in case. I think we'll live with the -2 here. And they're at 8. But yeah, man, that was... Jeez, you want to be careful with that. Alright, good. Let's continue sailing back, drop the boys off. Can I just do that like this? Out you get. You can just go into fortify stance. Let's increase replenishment. We'll leave them here. Do we want to maybe switch out more for Brutian infantry? Oh yeah, we're going to be assaulting a city. So the Brutian infantry would be better suited rather than the pikes. Maybe the Turini as well, actually, thinking about it. So maybe exchange some of these guys for spears. So yeah, get those 2 out of here. The Turini. So just less spears overall, I would say. Less low-tier spears. The Velites, maybe, so we can get rid of them. And maybe them. Let's try that. So this is a 20 out of 20 army now. So that's 4 Brutian infantry. We have 4 Turini. 2 Maritimes, 3 Velites, 3 archers. The archers in a city environment might not really see much action. So maybe one more turn we'll get some of these fresh troops and go fight with them. Principes, 3 of those. That might be kind of cool. Rotate the mercenaries into this army for use in Greece later on. That seems to make sense to me. So yeah, they come from the pleb class. So we'll get 3 of these guys. And then we'll exchange them in. Nice. Alright, cool. And then we'll ferry them back across. Let's continue over with our governors. He can't even move. Jeez. Now, let's see. Can we do anything to help this place along even further again? Because she just came back in this one turn. It seems to be sometimes 1, sometimes 2. Organized games? Yeah, damn. We did buy ourselves some time. They're not going to rebel. It's -5. So it'll be -86. If it gets to 100, then there's a rebellion, of course. Okay, not much else. Right, let's just have a quick look at the events. Unseasonal, that's fine. Character personality. Libo has become philosophic as he's aged. I think he's only like 35. Cultured, pedantic, cowardly. Oh no. 25% wealth from culture, 12% research. -7 morale during offensive battles. That's not good. Unlocks the ability to reach the higher tier intellectual trait, renowned philosopher. I wonder if that's just because he's been sat here doing nothing for a little while. To some extent, maybe. It is his intellectual trait. There could be, I can't remember if there are buildings that affect it. Possibly Syracuse? It's normally highlighted in yellow on the tooltips, but yeah, I can't quite see it. I don't know. Alright, anyway, it doesn't really matter. So, that's our history lesson. We're good there. Let's just upgrade Seneca. Just go with things we have already. It's fine. He's just more military training and stuff. The blue category normally handles that the best. Right. Not much going on else over there. The north is still the same. I really haven't seen much conflict between these two. I'm kind of waiting for it. But we've seen 2 full stacks in Massalia. And yet they still haven't expanded. Strange. No movement from Carthage. Oh, actually, they do have a new army gathering forces down here, and another one coming up. They're mobile. Oh no, Hannibal's actually been here for a while. A little bit of mobilization going on, maybe. All right, we'll leave it at that. I don't think there's anything else to look at. It's business as usual as we wait for our next research to be done. All right, let's go. I just remembered something, actually. The fleet might be running out of supplies soon if I'm not careful. So, another veteran is leveled up. That's totally fine. Population surplus in Latium. It's about damn time. This means we can expand and grow. So we could grow one of our villages, or if we save up the growth a little bit more, we can grow Rome. I'd rather do that because I want to get the wine chain. It increases foreigner population, wealth from all commerce, wealth from tariff. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of good. And yeah, but the percentage modifier on wealth and all commerce is what we'd really be looking for. And then after that, maybe we can get another library, possibly. And that'd be it. I think there would only be 5 slots. There's normally 6 if there's a port, but Rome doesn't have a port. So I think it only goes up to 5. I could be wrong, but I think so. And like I said, we're saving our building money just for a little bit longer, not too much longer. After this, we get another technology, so 4 more turns from now. And then we'll do kind of building across the board. Right, so before we hop back on the boats, we'll do another exchange here. And it's mostly the archers I'm getting rid of. I'll keep the velites, they can be pretty vicious. I'm going to upgrade these Principes Samniti early, so reformed. And they become Principes Samnitici. Polybian heavy sword manable. Love it. Alright. Merge up. You, and you. Oh, and we got a nice little bit of experience right off the recruitment. Alright, you are ready to go. Nice thick army, and not fully replenished, but close enough. I think we're good.
Ready for orders.
Can I hop straight in there? I don't know. I feel like if I click this, it's going to try and auto pathfind all the way around to the next nearest beach or something. I think I have to go click in the water and then try to click into them.
Our path is blocked. To the ships.
Maybe this way around? No, I can't do it. We'll have to wait till next turn. How are they for... They've got 7 turns of supplies. They're fine. And they'll be taken care of as well as they get crossed over. So once they merge with the fleet and it'll be summertime, we should be able to actually go pretty far down. Maybe right to there. Hop out and go down. That being said... Oh yeah, the rebellion's calming down actually. It's only -2 now. And with the governors arriving, it should get better. Yes, +4. And deploy. Nice. Cool. That's going to help the culture greatly over there as well. Up to nearly 20,000 income, or treasury at the moment, so that's good. Decimus Junius Brutus, Parma, 4 armor for all units. Gnaeus Cornelius Scipio Asina, that's our governor. He's just gained an additional 2 tax rate, growth, culture, and authority. Quartermaster report, excellent. A little bit of extra recruiting for him. Alright, again, now we've got an army on the move. Enemy transports. Well, if we wanted to be bold about it, we could send the fleet straight down there, but I'm not going to do that. Our guys would then suffer supply attrition, so we have to kind of hang around. Yeah. Arguably, our fleet's quite big. It would be better to have 2 smaller fleets. Oh, you know what? I actually forgot. I did say that we were going to recruit a new general and just leave him as a governor in Sicily. So let's do that. Who would be a good man for the job? I might have to take a second to have a look through this. Alright, I think the other Scipio, so presumably his older brother, our governor's older brother, would be good because he's actually an agriculturalist, and that's an agricultural focused region. So 10% wealth from agriculture in the local province, and that can get better over time. So seems like a pretty good one to go with. Now, he's also got 2 missing slots for things. He's not married, so we'll put him on the fast track to a career in Sicily. Let's just get him raised down there. This guy right here, Lucius Cornelius Scipio. And, yeah, we'll just give him the cheap unit or whatever. It's fine. You just sit in there, sir. Cool, so that might modify the income, I think, next turn. More properly. And then, yeah, I'm not really too sure what else to give him. Minor bonus to diplomacy with all factions. Cultural affinity faction-wide. That might just be good on anyone that's sitting in our political council not doing anything, I guess. I don't think we have to actively deploy it. 2 public order from presence and military. Yeah, I don't know if that really works, but sure. Let's give him that one. Or 4. -3 banditry, but low growth is reduced by 2. I'm actually okay with that. That's fine by me. Let's try that. And then anything for public order or agriculture would be good. No, nothing. These are all kind of military stuff. Right, let's see if we can get him married. And what kind of wife he gets. So 1 cunning, 2 loyalty, -2 to having children. She's a political wife. A career woman. Chance of evading enemy agents. Yeah, again, not much here. Siege holdout time, I guess, just in case. But, oh, we could divorce and then get a different wife if we weren't happy with that. It's kind of interesting. He can't be... We can't give him a promotion. Feels a bit odd. I just don't know why. He's 38. He's got good gravitas. We have the money. So, yeah, not too sure. -20 to slave unrest as well. That's a decent thing to have. Okay, cool. Anyway, he'll just sit there. He'll level up over time. Totally fine. We'll see how he gets on. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else. Man, we've been flying through these turns lately. Might just take a second to have a look diplomatically at kind of the situation. So we're still at war with the Illyricovones, which are here. Oh, right, they're coastal. Ooh, a little Cassius Belli to go land in Iberia and start fighting Carthage from opening up a frontier. That'd be kind of cool. And are they at war with Epirus or no? So our client states aren't dragged into wars. That's weird. I think there's only satrapies that are automatically. So the Editani have really good relations with us. That's funny. Yeah, so I'm just going to sort by favor, right? So the Editani, for whatever reason, just love us. I guess because of the various wars with Carthage, the Arvasi, Epirus, and Corinth. Quite happy. The RDA could be happier. Really wouldn't want to annoy them right now. They're at war with the Adrician Kingdom. That's good if they're at war with people to their east. Hopefully they'll just leave us alone.
Greetings.
We do have a non-aggression, so I'm confident that we don't have to do anything else with them for now. What else? Athens, we're trading. Galici, we're not trading with them. Maybe a little trade
The
agreement?
gods will have me listen to you, but do not pass the day in words without merit.
They're willing to do a lot for this. Let's just go with 1350. Thank you very much.
I can send...
Alright, so next turn we'll continue crossing over, we'll make landfall, then we're going to push down to Corrales, we'll bring our fleet down, we'll pick up Lucius, and we'll head over as well. It all depends on what this Carthaginian army do also. But other than that, things are looking good. Could we send anyone out to that place again? Eulalia? Just want to check on that. No, not right now. Okay, that's fine.
Do not give our people a little gold.
Jeez.
We have much. And our
Non-aggression
people do
with
wish
the
to become
Galici for
slaves of
2,800. I don't think so. I think they know how much money we have and they're seeing if they can get away with it. Alright, research complete. You've now completed a technological advancement for double cropping. And we also got economy 1 completed. A new child has been born, Calpurnia Dolabella. Yeah, so economy 1. Oh yeah, 3 extra food. Just, oh my god, we've got 33 food in total. What a great thing. Right, we'll start off with the tax labor now. So again, this is all based on the fact that we have a mission here, which still has 15 turns. If I really wanted to gain, like, prolong it, I could and just build up tons and tons of money. But it's fine. I'd rather get to some building now. So 3 turns, we'll get the negative 15% reduction in construction costs, and we'll do a bunch of upgrading and stuff. Hopefully Rome might even be ready to go by then and have an expansion. That'd be good. Maybe. It's probably going to be more than, yeah, 3 turns. But it's okay. Right. Oh yeah, we have a spy just chilling out here at in the ocean. So an enemy fleet, 11 ships has gone out that way, and then we have enemy transports here. Okay. Right, so let's merge our army onto the fleet.
Embarking. It is an honor.
And we'll send the fleet. I suppose the safest thing is just to go over to Eulalia directly. So let's just head out that way now. Meanwhile, our other governor is traveling along with them, basically. And you're deployed here. Excuse me, sorry. You're deployed here with 2 public order. It's not much, but it's something. We can soon, I'll build those blacksmiths and everything once we get this construction modification in. Now, another thing I'm going to do that I didn't really talk about, I think it's worthwhile now employing Agrippa, right? He's 31 years old. There's not much going on. He's married to our architect's character that we kind of obtained. I'd like to get him his own army. Let's pop these units into that army. We'll bring them south just to protect Sicily a little bit while we send Libo off to help with that fight. He should be able to get down there in time, because I'm just a bit worried. You know, we send Libo over there. These guys could really easily hop across quite quickly, so we do need protection down there. They don't really have that much, So I think it's a good kind of thing for him to kind of do. Meanwhile, we want to keep this general here. So it seems like someone from our family would be good to do that. So here he is. Gnaeus Sergius Agrippa. Let's raise the army. We'll get him the Equites Constellares.
Ready for orders.
And we could just actually take some of these units now if we wanted to.
Commander.
We could actually get recruiting with him and send them south. Although this guy actually has cheaper recruitment, so we could do that. So what have you got?
Ready for
4 Campanian hoplites, 2 Tarentine light hoplites, 2 Sicilian levies. Pretty trash. No cavalry right now, so maybe 1 or 2 cav units will be good. They're quite expensive, but
Are you ready to serve?
it's got to be done. And what have you have? Ruarii, maybe just some Hastati, late Hastati. 2 of those. Maybe some Italic swordsmen. The Hastati are just better. And cheaper, actually. Wow, okay. It's a bit lame, but yeah, I guess just even more Hastati then. 4 Hastati, 2 extra cavalry. That'll be all he needs. Won't need any more than that. He's got the archers. Maybe Velites, if you want to go crazy. A couple of Velites, if we can afford them. I can get 1. We'll leave it then, just forget it. I like getting things in groups of 2, if possible. But as he goes south, we'll see if we can recruit something from these regions. Okay, that's pretty much it. I think let's just have a look over our events. Construction report, the fishmongers have been completed in Sicily. Libo has become philosophic. Didn't we just see that? I might have been looking at something else. Anyway, Decimus Claudius Nepos has become accomplished. Faction destroyed. The Adrician Kingdom. Ooh, we just mentioned them. So now that means the RDA. I don't know who's won the fight, but we know that Macedon were at war with them, as were Athens, and now the RDA were at war. So the Adrician Kingdom are actually a really tough, formidable foe. But they're gone now. Be interesting to know who did it. Okay, not much else to really look at here, and not much else to look at down here, I don't think. These guys are ready to upgrade. We could actually apply that upgrade before we head over, which would be good. But we're not ready to move just yet until we make landfall at Eulalia and then go south.
Come to you in strength, to speak words of strength.
Okay.
Reply then, with a strength that welcomes peace.
I don't want peace with these guys. It's fine. You know, they're military allies with Carthage, so they're a roundabout enemy. Are they going to be strong enough to send anything my way? Most likely not. Do you want to be a client state? They say no, so we say no to them. Blackmail. One of your family members is being blackmailed. Lucretia. I'll be honest, I don't know who that is. I think it's Libo's wife, actually. Lose 100 gravitas? Yes. A plague in Panormus. Oh no. Our people are living in filth down here. We'll check in that in a moment. Political intrigue. So this is the spreading rumors against, excuse me again, Lucretia. Okay. Right, look at what I've just noticed. Over the Alps, perhaps. Carthage are winding their way up the Iberian coastline. Well, who knows if they'll win this or not, but my bet's on Carthage. They do still have their enemy transports down here. They've got 2 armies at Carthage itself. Caralis looks fairly undefended. I have no idea where that fleet went. It might make more sense to deploy our army and just attack with the fleet and the army together, keeping Libo down here. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so let's just dock. Drop off the boys. That actually may trigger a rebellion, thinking about it. It says negative 25 public order. Okay. And then we just go south immediately. Should we wait a turn and then it'll be winter next turn? No, I think it's okay to go now. Let's just go. The only issue is this might have a rebellion now. That's my concern. The other governor is just about to be here though, and we'll send someone to make the place happy actually. We'll keep doing that. Right, so now it's +6 public order. That's good, but it still might, you know, jump negative 25. Last thing to do, I suppose then, is try to get someone who needs to level up. So she's an opportunistic woman. Organize games again in Corsica, please. Thank you. We're paying money all the time, and as our Imperium grows, the costs of doing that get higher and higher, so it's something to consider. Now, Agrippa, we're going to take on these troops, please. And we're going to march south quickly.
Journey completed.
Great. Now on the way, you could recruit some units. Look at this. Romanized Ligurian cavalry. Might be kind of nice. They can only have 2 more units. I was just going to get levies or velites or something. Ooh. Sardinian archers. Wow, we can get quite a lot of units down here. A lot of interesting, weird units. Polybian elite spear maniple. Hastari Samnitisi. Oh yeah, we have them already. Although we've got a different version. That's the late version of Principes, and that's the Hastari. Oh, right. Yeah, weird. Cool. Well, it's not that weird. I just didn't know. What is this? Gairos? Liguriae? Something like that? Ligurian skirmishers? Gyros? Gyros? Wonder who the best guys are. Missile damage 22. That seems pretty good. Same as our velites. Less expensive though. Let's get them for the variety. Romanized Ligurian skirmishers. Okay. They're gonna go and protect Sicily.
We hunger for battle.
Meanwhile, you're just supposed to chill down here and level up. We also have a little bit of Empress defending the island, which is nice, you know. Client states are kind of doing okay. These guys will probably never move. But hey, they're defending our interests in Greece, which is important to me. Alright, let's check our messages. Construction complete. The Shrine of Neptune in Eulalia. Converting culture quicker. That's fine. Character trait reports. Cornelius Scipio has become obsessive. And Decimus Gabinius Seneca. So you've become obsessive. Is that a good thing? 10% public order penalties. -7 to having children. Wow, and his wife had a -2 to having children. So that's not going to happen. Most likely. But everything else is good. -15% construction costs. Plus 15% wealth from industry. There's not much industry down here, but still. 10% wealth from agriculture. So he's got some good traits here. Would be good to get a library down here to passively level him up. Alright, well, I'm really loving the money situation right now, so that's pretty good. These will be the last units to recruit, so all the extra money for the next couple of turns now are just going to go straight into... I'm going to send the spy off back to Iberia, actually. All the extra money is just going to go into the construction overhaul that we're going to do soon. Alright, let's end the turn yet again. Alright, our politician has returned. It looks like there was no rebellions. That's good. Oh, what was that? Trade agreement dissolved with the Editani. Oh, the people that love us so much. Oh, they're gone. They lost the battle. And look at this. A full stack of transports. And they've got a full stack in here. Almost. 18 out of 20. Damn. Okay, Carthage are getting a little bit more serious than I thought. You know, they weren't really throwing up much of a challenge. I mean, they still aren't. But seeing them recover their armies like this is a little bit concerning. They're recruiting here. Although we're pressing down on Caralis now. Although, damn, because it's winter, it's going to be a little bit of harsh walk through here. We could just take the road and raid our way down. I might have to just go to here to play it safe. And ambush patrol. Why can't I raid?
Ready for orders.
Huh, that might be a little bug or something, because you should be definitely able to... I might reload the game actually really quickly and see. We should be able to raid. We're in foreign territory. Faction destroyed the Editani. Damn. Hidden agent exposed. We got our units in Italy. Households are expanding. Look at all that later. Cool. Yeah, so can you deploy now as well? Yeah, we've got a spy up here. Man, they know exactly what I'm doing, huh? Plus 23 public order now here. That's great. And they're at -89. So, yeah, this army, we can now come down here and blockade the port. Get it ready for the attack. Now, what is that? That is transports, isn't it? We could go out and just sink that entire army right now. Oh, no, they'd back off. They would definitely back off. And then they'd be out of our range. Yeah, so no need to do that. We'll just head down and blockade the port. Get started with that. They're not going to be able to land here in one turn. So just maintain that blockade. If they attack the... I think you can, as a garrison, attack the ships. And we can back off. Oh, the music's come on now again. If there was music up to this point, it's because I edited it in. It hasn't been on for quite a while.
Commander.
Yeah, the big question, isn't it? Do we leave with Libo or not? I just don't know. And we'll continue moving south with Agrippa. Now we'll patrol our way down just to make his army cheaper. Ooh, we got another army right here. Man, okay. Cool. Carthage are getting... They're getting pissed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 armies. Not quite all full, but quite, you know, pretty far up. pretty far up indeed. The Lions of Tanit, led by Askin. Who do we have here? Iamkar, Tanin, and Hannibal. Yes, super interesting. Okay, it's good that we're acting fast. All right, so I just realized the time that's currently in the episode. It's unfortunately going to have to be the end. There's no point reloading and checking on the rating thing just yet, but I'll save it here. I'll come back, and we'll just get into the next episode right from this point, see if we can do our raid, end the turn, and then see what happens. So Carthage are emboldened, and they're mustering and mobilizing a lot of their forces. So it's interesting. I didn't really... It seemed like they were on the, the back foot quite a lot, but to see them actually go out and capture settlements now and stuff, and throw armies out to the sea and build a new fleet, it's encouraging to see that. We've got a bit of an adversary again. Alright, that's going to have to be it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.